Hi guys, welcome to our integrated assignment video. This video is done by Stephanie, Camilla, Siting, Farah and Paula. Today, we will be approaching some questions related to the Zika virus. We will be talking about the immune response that is elicited upon the virus infection, as well as to suggest a possible mechanism on how the Zika virus causes microcephaly in the newborns. Now, let's begin with the first level of the immune response by the innate immunity. The Zika virus enters the cell through C-type lectin receptors and phosphatidylserine receptors found on the host cell surface via endocytosis. In the body, dermal fibroblasts, keratinocytes, and immature dendritic cells are more susceptible to infection and allow viral replication to occur. An innate response in the dermal fibroblasts will be triggered, which will cause expression of interferon types 1 and 2. These interferons work to stop replication of the virus. Other than that, the expression of pathogen recognition receptors like TLR3, RIGI, MDA5 are increased. These receptors will then trigger the expression of interferon 1, inflammatory chemokines, and interferon-stimulated genes such as OAS2, ISG15, and MX1. Working together with the innate immunity is the adaptive immunity. In the adaptive immunity, dendritic cells are the most potent antigen-presenting cells. Another innate immune cell type that is targeted is the monocyte. Upon Zika infection, it triggers cytokines and chemokines responses. A Zika-infected patient has two anti-Zika immunoglobulin G and M and have neutralization antibodies. These neutralization antibodies provides partial protection in adults and infants against the deadly Zika infection. In addition, cross-immunity reduces severity of the infection to a certain extent as well. Not to forget, T cells also contributes in controlling dissemination and clearance of the Zika virus. Upon the Zika infection, polyfunctional T cell responses are induced.
Now that we've discussed the immune response mounted by the body when infected with the Zika virus, let's understand how this virus leads to microcephaly in newborns. So, what is microcephaly? Microcephaly is the condition when babies develop abnormally small head size. A good thing is that the immune response our body mount in response to Zika may result in microcephaly. When pregnant women are infected with Zika virus, the virus damages the placenta and causes it to hijack the fetus. When Zika virus enters the innate immunity, it infects 90% of cortical neuroprogenitor cells. The virus hijacks the cells and makes use of the cell's properties to multiply. After propagating, the virus leaves the cells and infects nearby cells. When Zika infects the cells, it binds to and activates the TLR3, which is a protein found both inside and outside of cells. TLR3 is used to defend the body against invading viruses by sensing double-stranded RNA specific to viruses and activating many other genes that help to mount an immune response. The activated genes turn off stem cell genes, preventing differentiation from stem cells to brain cells. Cell apoptosis also increases. This reduces the number of new brain cells grown in a developing baby, leading to underdevelopment of the brain and thus the small head size. When the TLR3 was inhibited in experiments, the treated organoids, which are also known as lab-grown miniature organs, remain slightly imperfect, even though the brain damage is reduced significantly. As you can see, Figure 1 shows the typical head size of a normal baby, and Figure 2 shows the baby with moderate microcephaly. Lastly, Figure 3 shows the baby with severe microcephaly. Different intensity of brain damage and underdevelopment of the brain can lead to different severity of microcephaly.
This concludes our discussion on the topic of Zika virus. Thanks for watching. Goodbye!